Good morning. Welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 26th of September. So looking at the euro dollar first, and yesterday, well, we put this daily pivot swing in here. Now we are just testing the daily 50, so it'll be interesting how it reacts from here. If the price breaks through this 50, well, I think we could see a much bigger correction. It may run way back down towards the 100 moving average, maybe on the dailies or more. As we're looking at the price action on a 4 hour, you can see the lower high that's been built in here. Now we are seeing as I say, a bit of a bounce. We have the daily pivot just above. It's possible that it could run through this and hit this daily pivot and maybe make a bigger move, but there's a lot of resistance above. So just watching this at the moment, and for the potential shorts. Hasn't quite diverged at these lows here, so it didn't quite get down as low as yesterday's lows there. So there's no divergence, but we may see a bit of a bounce. It's quite a hard sell-off, including yesterday's movement there, which, as I say, may give a slightly bigger bounce, and it's how it reacts this 50 will probably shape up the next few days. Okay, so let's have a look at the pound. Okay, so another currency, again, the pound was looking pretty weak yesterday. It didn't manage to close below its daily 8 there. Again, it's pulled back, had a slight bounce. It's again a case of whether it can do anything from here, but it is looking to, in my view, relatively weak in terms of this movement now. It didn't manage all of last week to push up any higher. There was a divergence earlier in the week, but we just run into the daily pivot here. It may have a bit more upside, maybe back to the 50, but would be looking towards the shorter side at the moment, more biased towards the short side. Dollar yen. Again, seeing it, as I mentioned in the weekly review, some strength coming through into the yen, maybe on the basis of the North Korean concerns, and we see money going into that comes off of other currencies and runs into the yen, which is seen as a safe haven, or one of the safe havens. It is correcting, as I say, it's back down to daily 8 again here. Again, if this can break, we may see a bigger correction again. We've got this sort of start of this lower high confirmed in here, and it is looking bearish on this time frame. Now we have got the daily pivot above us. Maybe a big ask today with the 60-minute 21s in the way there, and just the shape of what we're seeing here, it just looks weak. So we may see a continuation to this downside. And Aussie dollar, another weaker pair, and as I've said in the update, that we got weakness coming through in the Aussie dollar as the oil prices fall. It's not good for the Australian economy, and it's having a little, again, another one having a bit of a bounce, a short-term bounce. But when you look at this sort of 60 minutes, it's almost flat lining here. You just, well, it's already hit the daily pivot. It could just sell off here, break these these two lows here, and push on past yesterday's lows, and the previous day, Friday's lows there, and go onwards. But the range is so tight there. It's often when you see a range tighten up so much, when you do see a move, it's quite sharp and big. Okay, and finally the Canadian dollar here. So we've continued pushing up. It's from its regression range, it's started pushing outside of that now, possibly heading towards the daily 50. But again, this one's having a little reversal. But again, we've put the higher lows, higher highs in, but possibly now starting to roll. It has got a weekly pivot below, so if we see a bit more strength coming through, there is a target to aim for. At the moment, it's heading pretty well, much back to its daily pivot there. A break of that 21 area may signify a bit more of a downward move, but as I said, it is really in a more a bullish trend at the moment. That pretty much sums up the technicals fundamentals for today. Well, we do have very little really. We've got the US consumer confidence at 3 p.m. this afternoon even, which I don't expect too much movement from. New home sales, which give very little movement at the same time. We have got a speaker at 3:30. Who's due to deliver the opening remarks. Brainard due to deliver the opening remarks at the Fed Reserve Board Conference in Washington. May get some volatility when he's speaking there at 3:30, and then we've got Fed Chair Yellen, well, a bit more of a major speaker, of course, due to deliver a speech titled Inflation, Uncertainty and Monetary Policy. It'll be a gripping one. Okay, that's at 5:45, and again, we could see volatility coming from that speech. Right, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.